Right. We're saying the same thing in a sense. Like they didn't just take the images and whitewash them. You know, the books, they took the books and they made it into a religion, a tradition. Like everything has been colonized, you
And
know?
and not only that, they took the prophecy that was going to happen in the last days, and they put it.
I
And they
think
hold on, brother man, brother man, brother man, brother, hold on. So they took the prophecy of the last days, and they put it back to the future. So you think it happened 2,000 years ago when these things is going to be fulfilling and being fulfilled amongst you in the last days. So the book was actually sealed up for one to unseal. And this one was going to do the will and fulfill and not give you a private interpretation. These things are going to be done in front of you. So actually, what you think happened 2,000 years ago with Jesus and dying on the cross, these things is actually happening now.
great point. But what I'm saying is that what religion has done is religion is all money, power, and control. That, as I said, remember that. Look, we are all these churches belong to Europeans.
Now, brother man, okay, now, brother man, we don't mean to cut you off, but you're talking to a group of people who already have that understanding, and we have all made sacrifices and came together to fix the problem. So right now, we don't want to talk about the problem. We want to talk about the solutions. Hold up, brother. We want to talk about the solutions to fix the problem because we know the problem. You know, right now we're in Washington D.C. and we're doing things to fix the problem, and let other people know that we are here to fix the problem because we know what the problem is. Now, how are we gonna fix it?
Well, close down all the churches in Africa.
Well, what I'm saying, but that's still talking. How do you close down the churches?
It takes community building. You need to mobilize people.
Okay, all right, okay. So, all right. So, if you found the organization that was mobilizing people to do these things, what would you do?
At least sensitize them, educate people so they know the truth.
No, you didn't hear what I said.
I didn't hear
Are
what you
you
said. What did you say?
are you gonna do it by yourself, or are you gonna do it with a group of people?
Definitely a group of people.
Okay, so I asked you if you
Even
found
by yourself,
listen to what I asked
you
you.
should be.
I
Yes,
asked you if you found a group of people that was doing this, what would you do?
I'll join them.
You would?
Or why not? I will certainly join them.
Okay. Well, you have found a group and an organization that's doing this. We have a petition, we have a declaration, and all these things will bring judgment to the Roman Catholic Church, who control majority of these churches that push this ideology of a white Christ, of an Arabic man in the Quran. These are people that control that information. So maybe if we start with judging them first, we might get the power to close down the churches in Africa.
Okay, what about if we educate? Remember that the chiefs in Africa, most of the chiefs, they are the custodians of the land. In almost every piece of land and every area in Africa is ruled by a chief. So why don't we reach out to the chiefs and try and convince them and, at least make our influence known, try to change those chiefs first and use their authority to, mobilize the people. Why don't you also do that?
Well,
Because
basically,
chiefs, they have a lot of
now, look, everything you said, I agree with, and basically that's what we're gonna do. So right now, like I said, if we judge the Roman Catholic Church right now, we won't get the attention of every chief in Africa. Every chief will recognize an African judging the Roman Catholic Church. Now, once all those chiefs recognize what people are doing these things, the chiefs in Africa are going to respect what these people are saying. Because if I go talk to a chief with no status, a chief might not even take my word. But if I do some great works in the name of God, then a chief in Africa is gonna respect me. So even when I do give him advice or give him, some ideas, he'll really hold weight. He'll really take it as valuable. Because I'm pretty sure people have said to close down churches. We're not the only people that haven't that said that. But that don't hold weight. Because what? You just a regular civilian.
Well, let me tell you something. You know what I think? First of all, we need, if we can implement this idea, I thought about it. If we can implement it, that would be the fastest way to solve this problem. First of all, Africa alone, has almost almost 1.3 billion people, okay, on this earth. All right. So, and it's estimated that in the next 10 years, population in Africa will double because they have a young population, and it will double to 2.6 billion. So just imagine that we develop an algorithm, okay, that takes only signatories for just 1 million people in Africa. 1 million people, and we decide that, okay, you know what? Because remember, those who control your economy control the politics in your country. All right? Now, if we decide that, you know what, we're going to start by empowering ourselves economically first before we do the political and religious change. Now, what we do is you develop an algorithm. Any simple, computer science person can do that. We develop a system that gathers signatories of people, and everybody, just 1 million signatories, everybody puts $1 together and said, okay, that's already $1 million. We can go to any African country, okay, all right, and say that, okay, you know what, this natural resource, okay, we the people, we the black people, we're going to invest in that resource, and we are going to own that resource, and that resource is going to, it's going to belong to, this group. You understand what I'm saying? And we manage that, and we do that in even at least 10 African countries. Now, based on what the economic impact we have done, we've created in that country, when we go to any chief in that community or in that country, they will listen. You understand what I'm saying?
And listen.
We are impacting the system first.
Now, brother man. Now, like I said, those things I agree with you on. But the problem is we don't have an organization to join to get that many people together. You see what I'm saying? And so when I ask people, a lot of times we want to spread information and not have a conversation. All the time, a conversation is not about spreading information. A conversation is about seeing where your brother and sister is at before you give them knowledge and information. You see what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to conversate rather than give information, because information is the separation. Because what's going to really bring us together is the brother and sister. Talking to your brothers and sisters. Because, like I said, you might be running across an organization that's already together doing the work, but you come to that organization spreading information instead of seeing what work is done so you can help get the work done, since you already know what the job is. Because the job is not really about spreading information, it's about doing the work and then spreading the information. And see, that's where a lot of us go wrong at. Because right now,
how would people be able to join the organization, the movement, and how secured is the movement to you know, because any revelation always comes with, you know,
Well,
people, other negatives, you know. So, what is the system of management, and how do people have access to, how would they have access to, you know, even our conversation, certain conversation is not even advisable to even do it on social media, because you know, you are telling your plans to the whole world, you know, and then your enemies will devise, you know, means to counteract that. So what is the machinery or the mechanism to
brother man,
mobilize,
right
right?
now, this is God's plan. The plan has been given to the whole world. That's what the books is. Every holy book you read is God's plan. Now, what the world didn't know is the individuals that was going to fulfill God's plan. That's what the world been in fear of. So they've been teaching lies to stop the people from awakening to the what? Fulfill God's plan. So when you join this organization, this not no average plan. This is God's plan. If you want to know the plan, read the scriptures. The saints gonna judge the world. They know it. You see what I'm saying? That's the ultimate plan. Now everything else you might have to get understanding of. But everybody can understand the saints gonna judge the world and the kingdom gonna be given back over to them. That's already a plan that's written in stone.
Do you believe the scriptures?
I wouldn't say I believe them. I know them because they are prophecies. They are not. The scriptures are for not knowledge and wisdom. They are prophecies. So the scriptures are about things that's gonna happen rather than giving you knowledge and wisdom.
The reason why I asked that is, do you know the Catholic Church alone kept the scrolls and then the scriptures for 500 years?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, brother man. This is why.
What's the guarantee that the scriptures were not doctored? They were not changed. They were not, manipulated. Because these are all texts. It can be written, you know, and it can be manipulated. So what is the guarantee that it was not done, since it was kept for 500 years?
Okay, that's what I'm saying, because the scriptures was something that had to happen. They wasn't knowledge and wisdom. So they didn't change the scriptures, they changed the time. They wasn't smart enough to rewrite the Bible. They translated the Bible and they changed time. So now the things that you think happened 2,000 years ago is happening now. You see what I'm saying? Like everything that you think happened 2,000 years ago is happening now. That's what they changed. They didn't change the scriptures. They changed time and laws. Now I can go to school and become a man of God. Back then you couldn't go to school and become a man of God. You see what I'm saying? This is changing the law. So they changed time and laws. They didn't change the scriptures. The same thing the scripture said back then gonna happen. The same thing the scriptures say right now gonna happen.
All right, no problem. It was wonderful talking to you guys, definitely.
All right, thanks for
All
coming.
right, peace. Not that. The Bible not changed. The same thing gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. Now he ain't run. I think he got clarity that he thought we couldn't give. Like a lot of people would just want to give information. You have to talk to one another to see what's going on. You can't just tell everybody what's going on, then you'll be the news. But after you tell everybody everything, people turn around, well, I ain't got the truth. But damn, why I sit here and listen to you all the time? So it should be a conversation. Hey, you know what you're doing? Why are you doing it? Well, what do you think? Okay, well, I look at it this way. Okay. But just come up here and just start pouring out information on somebody you don't even know. And we talking about fixing a problem. So you might be talking to the mechanic that gonna fix your car. But you know how somebody pull up at the mechanic shop and tell the mechanic what's wrong? Well, fix it then. What you bringing the car to me, you gonna tell me what's wrong with it. Now you can give them an idea, hey man, my car running hot, man. You know, I don't know, I will need you to check a few things. But you pulled up, hey man, I can fix it, man, but I'm gonna let you fix it. You lazy then now. Well, lazy man can't get God work done. No problem. That's just what we are on this social media, man. Social media very deadly. When it comes to who you talking to. Remember, God's stars are not in Hollywood. So the revolution ain't televised.
They sending a lot of love this morning.
Hey, what?
Somebody put, they're witnessing right now the rise of a Black Messiah.
If the things will change, do you mean that Jesus was a metaphor of the real person?
Yeah, Jesus, like the image of the Christ was foretold by Moses. You see what I'm saying? So they have taken the foretold story and put it in the time they wanted you to believe it happened. So when it actually happened, you won't be looking for it. You know, so nobody looking for it. Because Jesus already came. He already died on the cross. You know, he walked on water. So that's what they changed. Time and laws. Every scripture you read, every holy book you read, talk about God judgment day. So what has to happen? God judgment day. Not you reading the book and teaching what's in it. That's the deception. That ain't judgment day. Judgment day ain't people teaching the book. You know, so judgment day, y'all, is really what the book is about. God judgment day, the revelation of it, when it was going to be revealed to the world. To remove deception, remove the devil, to give everlasting life. You know, that's what the book is about. So the saints gonna judge the world.
What's up with all these Israeli flags? The Bible is not wrong. Man's interpretation of the Bible is wrong. Yeah, the Bible is correct, but the interpretation that man has placed on the Bible is wrong. The Bible is a sealed book only written for one person to unseal its meaning, which would be the Messiah, which would be Christ. Our interpretation of the Bible comes from God because it's coming from Christ.
I was gonna kind of chill around, we live, hang out, and go out to the house a little later. Everybody coming out. All right. All right. And we'll. Peace, peace.
This live is about nation building. So if anyone is willing to come up and know how to have a conversation about nation building, feel free.
That's awesome.
There you go.
They playing games.
But if you really deal, that's why I say, man, it's really accountability. The truth was only picked for a certain generation. It was even foretold by the prophets. The fourth order was going to reject the truth. So it was going to be a certain generation coming forth who was going to love the truth. You know, so it's almost like it was destined for the truth to be hidden, no matter who hid it. And that's to take the emotional side away, because everybody want to get emotional about everything. Like I say, if your car broke, no matter how much you cry, that ain't going to fix your car until you get somebody that can fix it. So no matter how much you complain, that ain't going to fix it. Somebody has to get under it and start turning some wrenches, you know, and fix the problem. This is the situation we in. So a lot of us have become emotional because we look at what man have done. You know, and that's why I say God did it all, good and evil.
The understanding comes from God. That's where the understanding comes from. It comes from God, not our own understanding. Everything that is given at this time is given through the Spirit of God.
When it says .com, they don't post it. Sometimes, yeah.
They don't?
They don't. Yeah, I was about to do that just now. Sometimes I put a space instead.
Truly curious and willing to hear y'all out. Y'all, go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube.
You see the comments? How I just put space instead.
I put a comment.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it now.
I'm like, damn, I'm going crazy, man.
I'm like, did they block your comments? This verse is just so.
Yeah, the website is in the bio. Check out the
YouTube.
petition, the YouTube, the declaration. Go read the declaration. It's on the website. It's in the bio.
It's time to.
I have to be reading my declaration too. I ain't read it.
Yes, all books are open.
What's the message for today? God's spirit is in the earth and it's not in the book. God's spirit is in the vessel and not in a book.
If you don't believe Christ will need a petition, do you even understand the definition of a petition? Have you ever met Christ?
That's why it's time to put actions with our words to push the manifestation. We can sit on live all day and just talk, but without doing, we're not getting nowhere. All it takes is a signature from y'all to support the petition.
The petition is to share awareness to the case that we have. We have a case against the Roman Catholic Church. So that petition shows how other people can get to see it and support the case.
Jim Jones ain't do that.
Somebody said Jesus is never died. They said he never died. There's no historical evidence. That's correct.
Check it out, y'all. It's in the bio.
you want to support, go to yajujudah.com. If you're a warrior or a soldier, you can contact us, and we get back to you.
Say you
Y'all just mad 'cause y'all know y'all do.
Because y'all ain't got
For real.
it.
Them motherfuckers did, man.
Sing a song. We are. It's the new song.
The new song is Christ is walking the earth. Christ didn't come 2,000 years ago. Christ ain't cracking no sky.
That's right.
Christ was born of the Virgin Spirit. The Spirit of God entered his vessel to bring you the truth. Christ was going to be walking among you. But was you going to be able to see and hear what he was saying? Was you chosen by God? And that's the new song. Voila.
Are you Ethiopian? Thoughts on Eritrea? Thoughts on Eritrea? There are people. Man separated us. Religion divided us. The lies divided us. There are people. That's what we think about Eritrea. You are divine. Do you believe in the Immaculate Conception? The Immaculate Conception is not, the Roman Catholic Church gave that to you. It's not what the world gave you. The Immaculate Conception is just about the Son of Man that's chosen in the earth by God to be born of the Virgin Spirit of God.
Invite me home, man.
Any comments?
The stone of God.
I don't see them. I don't see that guy.
What y'all say in the comments?
All camp leaders, stop deceiving the people. Christ is walking the earth. It's only one true doctrine about God. The light is on earth.
All camp leaders, Christ want to have a debate. So tell Bishop Nathaniel to pop up.
I'm worried about him. I'm saying go to the comment if you don't.
I did. I can't do it like that.
Somebody want to know, what does Yajujudah mean? Break it down.
Stone of God. The precious stone of God. That's what it means.
I got a question. I want everybody to drop yes or no in the comment. If Christ was on earth, would you want to walk with him? Yes or no? That's all I need y'all to do. If Christ was on earth right now and you had a chance to walk with him, would you? Okay, that's some smart people.
So the next question is,
Well, why Peter didn't want to walk with him?
I was about to say.
Why Peter denied him then? See, these are conversations we don't have. Peter was right there Hey, Peter, you was with him? Nah. Why? And Peter knew who he was. Peter knew he was Christ. Peter walked on water with him. And Peter said, man, you know what? I wasn't with him, man. Nope, I wasn't with him. So when everybody say yes so quick, just know y'all. And always what you think. It's not about proving nothing. You don't prove the truth, you show it. You know, people like proof. What is proof? Now, you can say proof will be evidence, but the truth is gonna be the evidence. Everybody can't see the truth. Well, everybody can't comprehend the truth. That don't mean the truth ain't present. You just can't comprehend it yet.
Is that word solid?
Oh, the real Christ has been everywhere. Every hood, every city, he's been everywhere.
Africa. It's free. Okay. 2 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Somebody want to come up, huh?
I ain't seen
You
nobody
want
yet.
to come up?
I'm gonna put a title up there. Know why the background is the algorithm. That background. Early when I see people up there, boy.
That one?
Always the phone
Yeah.
thing.
No?
That's what they wanted.
Oh, that's what they want?
Our religion is false.
Y'all see all these liars? There was only one that was gonna have the truth about God. One mediator between man and God. So why did all these people push their doctrine upon the world? To deceive you.
We ain't up there.
Now when it was time for the Son of Man, nobody was gonna see the Son of Man because y'all got false images that these people pushed upon you. Y'all gotta remember, God's thoughts are not our thoughts. So we don't know how or who God was gonna choose.
none of these men right here fulfilled the job. They said somebody else is gonna come back and do it.
Where is Bishop Nathaniel?
His Christ is right there.
We got his picture at the bottom.
I'll get out of the way so we can see another.
Yeah, let's see.
There go them candlesticks behind it. You know that's their image of Christ. So
It's crazy. These religions got images of Christ when Christ had no images. There was gonna be no images. Scripture even tell you that nobody even knows the name. So how y'all got images? It don't add up.
God is spirit, and the only image God was gonna have was through the vessel that he chose from among the people. That's the only image that you were gonna see of God. Not through a book, not through a painting, none of these things. All these things behind us were created by man, from the thought of man, not from the thought of God. God is one. Because at the end of the day, if you believe that Christ is coming back from 2,000 years ago, we have to ask ourselves, what religion is God going to choose? What religion is Christ going to choose? There's one God. God don't need religion.
We gotta understand why God is a mighty man of war, because he was going to destroy all religions. All false doctrines must fall. And that's what's happening now.
You can come up and ask your questions.
Rastafarian false too. They ate Christ and Haile Selassie.
And Haile Selassie been dead long time ago.
He ain't dead, boy.
Just like he got old, he had wrinkles. He died. I'm sorry.
We're not Israelites.
Okay, I hear you. So all religions are fake.
Right.
Okay, can you explain that to me a little bit?
If there's only one mediator between man and God, what does that mean to you?
First, you gotta come up, Jamal.
See, I was born Muslim, so
How you doing, flag, huh?
say what? Oh man, I'm in bed. I can't be turning on camera. But yeah, I'm ready to listen.
You gotta come back when you get out the bed, brother man.
I bet.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.
Like I was saying earlier, they use the Bible to create religion. The Bible is, no book is religion. Just turn your camera on for us, brother man. No book is religion. So what's going on is man that has accepted the religion is using a book to validate their religion. You know, a lot of people want to connect these books to the religion. The books are not connected to the religion. You know, the books are used to validate religion.
Man built religion.
What makes a religion?
Listen.
What makes religion? Man made religion.
Man ideas, the ideas that come from the mind of man. The fulfillment of God destroys religion.
I A religion is made up of a doctrine. You order have a doctrine in order to have a religion. The true and original doctrine is life, the doctrine of life. And who made that? That man. So therefore religion could never be. So all this different thing about Islam and all these different religions have the doctrine. All of them come from one. All of them just run down one. All of them just go back to one. None of them different. They just only wanted to believe they are different, but they're not different. They just confuse you and put you in chaos. But all of them under one.
Correct. So we saying the same thing. You don't believe in all religions, correct?
Yeah, I know we're saying the same things. I just wanted to say, to just come out and say it for others to hear. But there's not much of we go and come together, you know. Find them ways, scatter them. Many are called, chosen a few. So it's not many of we go really, you know. It need unification for we to really come out of this. And the unification ain't going to be between all people. It's just like how I come here talking to all you and I have ones or twos who believe or knowing. Well, I don't believe others know. All who know in it and know the vibes, the vibration, go just connect them. Understand? That connection go just be there because I was here anyway, man asking, well, how all are we going to be able to, you know, to change on this whole vibe? And it's not all are we. There's only some of us. And the some of us will be connected. It will happen because it's in us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That one thing about this, what you see right here, man, this group, we are actually making it happen. We're not just on TikTok talking about it, you know, and you know, just really, like I said, what they call it, bumping our gums. Because right now, the work and applying what we know we got to come together, but how long we going to sit on TikTok and say we got to come together before we come together? You know, so, but like you said, it's the few.
They come like me now. I go and run through TikTok here and see all that, right? And if I interested or the vibes really touch me, I will find myself more communication with all you. So I might eventually reach to which part all is. That is how powerful it is. So many are called, as I say, and chosen a few. Plenty people might come up on all the, we just call it live platform, whatever. But how much of them go really hear the truth and realize the truth and follow it? Act towards it. Not much.
Yeah, that's why I say those going to be the few that actually pay attention. Because even when you deal with the prophecy, did the wise man teach or did the wise man bring gifts? You know, so
each one teach one, iron sharpen iron, bone to bone connection.
Which is correct. That's why you gotta hang around the right people to, you know, to get the right stuff rubbed off on you. I agree with that. But my point of saying the wise man brought gifts, because it's certain places where you gotta go, you know, bring your gift. You know, and we're not going to that certain place. We all into our own thoughts and we all going our own separate way. You know, and not really understanding what true nation building is. You know, nation building is not about going your separate way. It's about unifying with those that want to build a nation. And I think with all this social media, we have the power to do that in the twinkling of an eye. But we're not doing that because we all trying to spread information other than unify for the building of a nation.
No, why is we not doing it?
You say, why do I say we're not doing it?
Yeah.
I just said, because we all trying to give information. If we all trying to give information, how can we ever unify to understand the right information? Because first, like right now, if you get the few people who ready to build and get them on one accord, but you first got to get them together. We can't go out and teach our own doctrine that's going to push people what? Different ways. That's what most people are doing. They teach their own ideology to make a person look at it a different way, so you can never unify on one accord, and that's building a nation. Then we can talk about a few things that might be good ideas. But everybody trying to teach and get a crowd. Some people trying to teach to get a classroom. I got my classroom happy. I wake up every morning with that energy to teach my class. When it's not about that, it's about building a nation. So even the Bible is about what you got to do, not what you got to teach. The Bible is not about teaching one another. Even in the New Covenant, it says you ain't gonna teach to know the Lord. You know, you're not gonna teach to know the Lord. That's what the scripture says, but we still teaching to know the Lord. So at the New Covenant, which is what's happening, those teachings and all that teaching to know God and all that's being thrown away.
Well, as I say, iron sharpen iron. I believe everyone and we could talk to each other, and as we're doing here right now, I say no one listening to what you say, and you say no one listening to what I say, and then eventually I believe we'll come together on one note. Because if you know in my mind and how I feel, and then you don't know how to deal with me. And once you know my ideas and my thoughts, you're gonna know how to deal with me. So then let's say tomorrow come now, me and you will still talk, because we realize we are certain at the same points, probably a little 1, 2 things different, but eventually you go iron out.
Well, yeah, I agree. That's why a conversation is better than spreading information. You know how sometimes when you spread something, but then you have a conversation with someone, you be like, man, I wish I would never told him that. So spreading something and see something, we all spreading our ideologies and what we think, and we're not having a conversation no more. It's no more conversation when we meet each other. It's all about spread. I want to spread what I know. I want to spread my knowledge. I want to spread my religion. Well, damn, we can't have a conversation no more. Because a conversation really limit a lot of empty rhetoric where you will be like, oh, I wouldn't tell him that. Now that I done talked to him, I wouldn't tell him that. You actually know what to say after you have a conversation with somebody. And that's why these social medias are not being effective the way they should be. That our social media platforms would be more effective if we had a conversation with one another.
That is true, but you have to realize too, they actually put this platform, or I should say, whoever the powers may be at the point in time, to put this platform to actually confuse you and put you against each other, So really and truly, we had to try and find a way to probably deal with each other on a more positive connection, because we know at the end of the day, to put the social media was to just bring disruption and bad vibes among us.
Correct. Yeah, I correct. Yeah. Almost like a soap opera. It became soap opera.
Yeah. See what I am reality shows right now? Yeah. But anyway, I ain't even asked which platform are you from?
I'm from America.
All right. Well, I'm from Trinidad.
You say Trinidad?
Yeah, Trinidad.
Okay. All right. Trinidad, brother. What's up? Well, yeah, man. We actually organizing to unify the African nations. That's basically what our sole purpose is. And this would actually reestablish the African government. That's the sole purpose. And right now, that's what we are dedicated and mobilizing and actually achieving and completing. We have a petition, we have a declaration, and like I said, we have already introduced this to all the, courts and, the legal people. And like I say, man, we just mobilizing our people to get them ready for God's judgment day. And it has nothing to do with religion. It has something to do with unifying, liberation, restoration, and this true liberation of our people that have been put at the bottom of the boat. That's what our mission really consists of. That's what we dedicated to, and that's what we're doing. So the people that you see here, we all from different places. But we all have came together with the one, with the one understanding of fulfilling God's will.
Not our own will, but God's will, which will benefit all of us.
You know, we are real study the enemy.
Say it again.
I said, no, we had to study the enemy. We had to know the tactics. We had to observe them. We had to understand them. We had to know how far to come from. Because the real study we to do, we would do it right now. You know, how we in the bab that we in right now was real study to do on us. So we had to do some great studies on them too, to know, well, whenever we go be them conquer action for when we do something.
Well, I think that's one thing about the Americans, the African Americans. They have been around the white man long enough to understand it. You know, they have been living in the same house. We have done business. We have done deals. So we are those people that truly understand how the white man operates. And at the same time, it's not really about studying them, because once we get our shit together, like MC Hammer said, they can't touch us. You know, so it's really about us taking accountability and fixing the problem. You know, and actually, once we do that, they'll support us. You know, they are meant to support us. But right now, we are just being supported at our lowest level. You know, all nations thrive out of us. All nations use us, but they use us at our lowest level. Because we don't have our minds. We haven't taken our minds back. You know, so once we take our minds back, then, you know, all nations can cater to us in the right way. Because if you look at it, all nations are really catering to Africans in some way, shape, or form, whether it's negative or positive. You know, so once we take our minds back, we'll get that positive catering. You know, that good customer service. That's basically what's going on.
A lot of people I realize a lot of people don't know the power of their own self and how powerful they are as a person. The things they could do and they could accomplish, you know, is like, yeah, I ain't saying anything have a powerful force more higher and more supreme than you, but at the end of the day, a man's still very powerful, and you don't realize that. You remember, we was created in his father's own image and likeness. We created like the music created very powerful. I mean, look at the things we're doing. We just mightn't be doing it in the right way, but look at the things we're doing.
I say, man, it's mind control. You know, it's all about mind control, man. So a person thinking, so he thinking, so he do. However that saying go. So it's all about the mind, man.
It is good to know that there are other people that I could interact with or have a proper conversation with. Probably even reach a level that I can reach a level with much people. Because from the time you start to reach that level, you just feel like you're going crazy. Once you go against with them low from the birth, they grow up knowing that, they feel as that. They never question it. And if they do question it, now mind you, I was a head acolyte, right? And nobody do even question the things the preacher or the priest or whoever they're looking up to, just tell them that they just go down die hard with it. And if they do question it, they just get punished for it.
Correct. That's why I said you can't go to church and stop sermon and say, Pastor, what that means. You can't say, hey, Pastor, what that mean you just read, Pastor? You can't do that in church.
Nah, you can't.
You know?
If you really do, you're gonna start to understand wait now. Is puppetry they hitting me here where they just have me moving like a puppet because some of the things they say not adding up. I mean, alright, for instance, to be a pastor in any religion, to be a pastor, you know, you just had to go in a school, right? You just had to hook up on that kind of system wherever to say, well, you had to go to school and you had to learn to talk a certain way and certain things in the scriptures where you had to bring forward to your congregate. Man, it's a real thief edge, and I tell you, I was a head acolyte, so I get to see plenty things from within. And then when I do leave being a Catholic, I went to many other religions, and I get to realize all of them is that thief edge, all of them is one. Don't they even 12 tribe of Israel? all of them just have to go and hook up under that doctrine in order for them to be able to function. And if they don't, they cannot function. They could get jailed.
Well, yeah, man, that's why the truth, man, is being revealed. As it said, you know, in those times, won't nothing be hidden, man. You know, in the time of the chosen generation, won't nothing be hidden. Actually, people are actually hiding it from the truth. And it's actually prophesied that we was gonna turn our ears away from the truth and listen to fables. You know, because the truth was gonna remove us from the fables. But a lot of us was gonna turn our ear away and, you know, continue with the fable. And so yeah, man, you know, the truth is, like I said, is only for the government, the chosen people, man, and you know, the elect. You know, to really help them solidify and give them the encouragement to want to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. Because you have to be encouraged to do these things, man, you know, because with all the stuff they got on our backs, you know, that's why it's about taking up a cross. There's a lot of the scriptures that we have read and been introduced to before the appointed time, and we might have took them, you know, for granted because they was introduced to us at the wrong time. But that taking up your cross and enduring to the end, you know, those are, you know, I really, can really see why those scriptures are written. You know, and so it's just stuff like that, man, that reason why the truth is in here to bring clarity to a lot of things. So those people that's chosen can have the encouragement to do the work of God. Like you said, you know, some people you could think you're going crazy. Like I said, a lot of weight come with it. A lot of weight come with it. But if you got the truth, that's the encouragement.
So the congregation or the coming together of you all as well, America wise, or all you have extensions in other in other countries?
We're all over the world.
All you have something in Trinidad.
International.
You got some.
Hello?
Yeah, we got some.
We have some in St. Vincent. We have some in some islands, the UK.
Yeah, for the congregation.
All right. Well, I would like to, you know, at least come together. At least to, you know, get to know you a little more.
Well, I followed.
Because in Trinidad, man, it's different way. It's different. There's a few people you could really talk to. Don't the people who consider themselves like conscious. Sometimes you talk to them and you gotta wonder, they tell you they're conscious, but yet still it's all about money. It's all about the system. It's all about this life as we know it. Most of them still running to the groceries. They still running to do certain things. They're still eating of certain things. And come on, they're preaching something else. So it would be good to really meet somebody who really pure and true, not just saying that, and when you really get serious and in depth, like when you were saying earlier, like you tell somebody something and then you're like studying, wow, you know, I should never talk that with that person, right?
Yeah, well, we followed you. We do have Monday meetings every Monday. You can be invited to the WhatsApp. Just message me. Let me know.
Because I've been real, I was in a group and the group was ready from here and we was going down die hard till I showed them, well, all right, I have a piece of land on the mountains, you know, thing we could go and plant and, you know, big up the place. And I don't even want it to be just planting alone. I want we just start a little community and, you know, get this thing serious now, all ready for this kind of vibes now. And man, it turns out then I don't know, somebody say some he-she thing and next thing people calling me to tell me, oh, somebody say something about you and this and that. And I said, but what kind of background thing is that? We was on something serious, something more positive. It come like I hear say, she say, and this one talking and like it started to reach that greedy thing. And Man, after a while, the same woman who, wherever she might be say some of that time and think about me, I end up bucking up on she by mistake. You know, while I was, cause the TikTok, like if it cut off, it was going to the next person who live now, one time. So it ended up going on to the woman, and the other people who come and started back in the first place end up calling me to tell me, oh, I see you're on the girl live and what kind of vibes is that, but the girl had things to say about me. So why I didn't want to find out what's going on with me? Next thing when they lock me off, oh, come off my live and big cuss out start, but I wasn't cussing, it's them do the cussing. As if I not doing going and cancel your live. If you want me off your live, just come off. That is all for yourself. And it gave me kind of timid because it had some weeks. It is not the first time I started to talk to somebody on live. I said to myself, but I better pull it to myself and continue doing my things by myself. Because unification with some people, as I said, they only talking conscious. And when it reach down to it, it's shit.
All right, Chucky. We got another guest.
All right, no problem.
All right, thank you for coming up.
All right, enjoy the rest of the day.
You as well.
Peace, bro.
Goodness.
Hello, guys.
Peace.
Hello, hi. I'm just asking a question. Why do you think all the religions are false? Why do you think that? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Why do you
we
think
get
all
you.
religions are false?
This guy choose which
Yes.
one of us gonna
He
answer.
asked a question. Why do you think all religions are false?
Because religions
I just want to understand.
religions are false because these are traditions
I
that
can't, can you raise the voice a little bit? I cannot hear you.
Can you? No.
religions are false because these are traditions that have been created by men to control the population. So the Pope, there was a war in 1868 where they stole scrolls. The Bible was in scrolls, the Quran, all these books, and they put together a Bible collection of books and gave it out to people and created a religion to control us. So the Pope recently apologized for using the doctrine of discovery to colonize us, but they also used this religion to instill fear in people, one, and then also control us. So religion, you're supposed to let every man be a liar and let God be true, right? These traditions are just something that man created to try to understand God, but they can't understand him because the books are sealed until the prophet or the man that God chooses, our Messiah, to instill it for us to give us the understanding. So this is why religion is false, because no one understands these scrolls spiritually speaking. And they try to apply these things physically, but then they just create these vain imaginations. And, we have people believing somebody's coming out the sky, or that when they leave this room, their body leaves this physical reality, we're going to go to another place and experience paradise or experience torture. So this is why religion is false. They all lie.
But what I think, the religion is just not something that started now. It's been in the earth like 1,000 years.
But sis, that's
So
the
it's
lie.
not something like some human being created, because all the Abrahamic religion, like I say, Torah, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, those three religions, they are connected. If you read the Bible, if you read the Torah and the Quran, they have so many things in common. So these three religions, they're not so human made. They come from, that way we believe as a Muslim, I believe the all religion, they come from Allah, the creator of the universe. He's the one who controls everything. So these three religions, they're true religion. So it's not something a human being created. It's something come from the creator of the universe. If you believe
It was created because they used those books. We agree with the books. We agree with the Quran, the Bible, the Torah.
Yeah.
But the books were used to create the religion. Because the books don't have any dates, so you're connecting your religion to historical events that never happened.
And
But you're contracting yourself. You're just saying you don't believe in a religion, then you say you believe in Quran, these books they exist. That's it's contracting yourself. How come you?
No, we're not.
Well, ma'am, we want to. Can we read something? I don't mean to cut you off, but we just want to read something to you out the Quran. We actually have the Quran right here, and we want to show you because we read the Bible and the Quran. So we just want to be able to show you how these books go together. Religion divided them, but the truth lets you know these books go together. So we just want to read you something out the Quran right quick. Tell her the chapter.
Okay, this is coming out of Surah 3, verse 6 through 7.
Chapter 2. Chapter 2.
Chapter 3.
Is that Quran?
Surah chapter 3, starting at verse 6. And it says, He it is who shapes you in the wombs as he pleases. There is no God but he, the exalted in might, the wise. He it is who has sent down to you the book. In it are verses, basic or fundamental, of established meaning. They are the foundation of the book. Others are allegorical, but those in whose hearts is perversity follow the part thereof that is allegorical.
Now, you heard what just said. If you have deception in your heart, you follow what's allegorically. Now, Abraham is allegory according to the Bible. We just not telling you Abraham is allegory. The Bible tells us this. And the Quran also let us know you have allegorical meanings, and then you have stuff that have what the first part said, like, cause I'm trying to say it the way the Quran said.
It's just basic or fundamental.
Yeah, basic or fundamental. So the basic and fundamentals of the scriptures is about God revelation in the last days.
Okay, just one thing. Can you give me the number of that verse of the Quran? Which we call it in Arab, we call it surah, which is meaning which number of, because you say the number, you don't know the name of surah, because we as a Muslim we know that every Quran has a name, every surah, but you say the name of the, do you check the name, because I want to check on my book.
Yes. Surah 3.
Surah 3, what the Al-Imran, or what's this?
Verse 6, huh?
Yeah, verse 7. Verse 6.
What's the name of the surah? Okay.
Which one is on this side page?
On this side.
Is that translated Quran or something?
Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, she can't see it. You got to flip the camera.
Maybe like do it that way.
I don't know when you read, but actually, because I don't understand when you read, because it doesn't make sense to me, because I read Quran every day, but I couldn't find that thing you're reading. So can
you go to your Quran in the Surah 3 and find this page?
Page what?
3 and 6. It's the Surah chapter 3.
It's chapter 3, verse 6.
Verse 6 through 7.
Chapter 3, verse 6.
Through 7.
Because actually I read Quran in Arabic, but in English.
Right. So the
translate it for us then. We gonna listen to you translate it. We speak English and Arabic.
Sometimes I'm telling you something. This is true. I'm not lying. Sometimes when they translate the Quran from Arabic to English, they misinterpret.
Okay, so if you don't believe the one that we have, we want you to go to your Quran and translate it for us.
When I go there, I'm gonna check on, because I never understand what we're reading. Because English was not my first language, so what are you reading was just like confusing me, so I didn't understand. That's the reason. Because I only read Quran in Arabic because my native Arabic speaker.
That's fine. That's fine, sis. You're speaking very well. We just wanted to know if you could go to the Quran. Do you have your Quran?
Yeah, I will go there. I'm going to ask another question. Okay, if you think all the religion they false, what are you offering? What are you saying? What's the right thing?
The spirit and truth. We are offering this because God is spirit. God is not flesh and blood. So
we know that. We believe
okay, so I'm telling you what we're offering. So we offering their spirit and the truth that comes with that spirit. The spirit of God is not connected to no religion, because Islam means submit to God. Christianity means to follow Christ. So these things can be done in the correct way without me ever reading the Quran. Because you know what a baby do? A baby will submit to God. It ain't never read the Quran. So many religions teaches you the only way through God is through the book that you read. The book don't connect you to God. So you could read the Quran all your life and never be connected to God. This is what religion don't teach.
We believe as a Muslim, the Quran, Allah, we say Allah, don't say God. Allah wrote the Quran and he repeated it to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So the Quran is Allah's words.
That's a lie.
Words. And we believe, just as we believe every time we read the Quran, okay, just like we have a communication with Allah. We connect to Allah, we talk to him. For example, when I read Quran, you're talking to Allah because that is words. That's communication between us and Allah. That's what we believe as a Muslim.
Okay, so I want to ask you this. What book did Muhammad have when he met Gabriel?
Prophet Muhammad, he was illiterate. He doesn't know how to read.
Okay. Sis, I'm just asking a simple question. I asked what book did he have? All you had to do was tell me what book he had, or say he didn't have a book. Okay, all right. So I'm going somewhere. Oh, he didn't have a book. Sis, you're not even listening to the analogy of the question, and why I'm asking you the question. Like, get to the analogy. I talk to many Muslims. I know what they believe. You know, I'm not really up here to talk about what Muslims believe. I'm up here to explain to you.
What's your question? What's your question? I'm not listening.
What book did Muhammad have when he met Gabriel? No book, right? See, we already established that. He didn't have no book. Okay, so evidently, Muhammad didn't get his revelation from a book. So when do we start getting a revelation from a book if that's not the way God gave it to Muhammad? And we also got other prophets. Moses didn't have a book when he talked to God.
Listen. Okay, can I say something?
No, you can answer the question. No. See.
Okay.
You have to respond to what's being asked.
As a Muslim, I just tell you what I know as a Muslim. Okay, what I know.
Well, no, I'm not asking you. Because can you slow down for me?
Just tell you what I know,
ma'am.
Since we're not here,
it's okay. It's fine with me. Just let me see. We believe, you know.
Ma'am. Can you just, ma'am? We already know what Muslims believe. We do not need to know what Muslims believe. We done talked to many Muslims. Your job was to come up here and understand why we say it's false. You know, because if we gonna listen to what we done already heard what you gonna tell us. We got something new for you. You know, so if we waste time listening to what you telling us, which is what we already heard, that's a waste of our time. You know, so we trying to give you something new to help you see why we believe what we believe. Now you don't have to accept it, you don't have to take it, you don't have to believe it, but you have to just let us tell you. And then we're gonna move on to the next guest. You know, but we're not trying to be rude, but we're just not gonna waste time listening to what we done heard hundreds of Muslims say already. You know, we can't do that. But we can tell you why we say what we say. And maybe we can even come to what? Common ground, or be like, oh, I get what they're saying. I'm gonna go do my own research. Because we're not gonna be Muslims. But it seems like you got a slight chance you might not be a Muslim no more. You might come to the truth of being a Muslim if you accept the new information. Now, if you don't, you have the, authority to stay Muslim. But we ain't going Muslim. You could trust that. You know, we understand what we bring. So my question was to you: God don't change. Muhammad didn't need a book for his revelation. He was illiterate. So when do we got to be literate to read a book? Never, because God don't deliver a message through books. God gonna send an angel. That's why we say God sent an angel. God don't send books. This is the point I was gonna make to you, but I know more people can't believe that because they go through the books. Religion have taught you to go through the book. But I don't think she knows she muted.
Sis, you have to mute yourself, but say your last statement. We're gonna go to the next guest.
Is she from Nigeria?
Action. Give thanks to the sons. Hello.
Peace, peace.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Did you have a question?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. God bless you. Good evening. I come across your life that you wrote that all religion are false.
Correct.
I don't understand. Can you make me understand? Because I'm a Christian religion, but I don't think. What do you mean if all are false? You put in Christian religion?
Well, to be a true Christian, you have to be a follower of Christ. And if you don't know Christ in the flesh, you're not a true Christian. You have a vain imagination of who Christ is. But our religions are false. That's why Christ was destroying our religion. Because you got to ask yourself, when Christ was to come back, what religion was Christ going to choose?
Christ, I believe that Christ come in the flesh.
Okay.
Okay, so have you witnessed that Christ in the flesh?
Now, we did not see Christ, but we believe, have that faith that he was on earth in the flesh. Though that time I wasn't born then, but I don't have that belief, that faith that Christ was existing and he still exists. He's in heaven.
So you believe it happened.
Still on earth.
So you believe it happened, but you weren't a witness, correct? So you wasn't a witness?
Yeah, I believe that it happened, but although I was not there, but I believe that it happened.
Okay, but we know that you have to witness and hear the voice of God to know the word. So you don't just read the book and say that you know who Christ is. Because the Bible don't have any dates. The person who gave you the dates were the ones who stole it.
Okay. Sorry. Does it mean that anyone that did not witness the date of Christ, the time of Christ, I don't know how to put it. What that means, Christ wasn't existing. I don't understand. Or they lied. The Bible lied.
Yeah, they lied. They lied about him coming 2,000 years ago.
You know, the Bible didn't lie.
Okay, meaning that Christ didn't come before. He didn't come at all.
Correct. He comes in the last days.
Okay, that's we're going to come in the last days, or you have not come before. Let me understand.
What did you say?
Do you mean that Christ did not come 2,000 years ago?
Yes, he didn't come 2,000 years ago.
That means he did not come, he did not die, nothing happened, just a false story.
To deceive you. Yes.
Yes, it's a false doctrine because the book doesn't say anything about 2,000 years ago. They use the words and created a false doctrine.
Okay. So what do you think we should believe now? What is the real truth?
Well, Christ is on the earth now, in our last days.
Okay, Christ is on the earth right now.
On the earth, correct.
Yeah. It was prophesied for Christ to come in the last days. It wasn't prophesied for Christ to come 2,000 years ago. So that's what people don't understand, how they use the Bible to deceive the world. They didn't change the Bible itself. They changed the prophecy. So now God's prophecy is in the past. When God prophecy is supposed to be manifested in the last days. So now we are in the last days. We're not looking for the manifestation. Everything is in the sky or everything is in the book. So nothing is in real life no more. But when you talk about Jesus was walking the earth in real life in the past. He wasn't coming to now they threw all the hocus pocus in there, but you really want to get to the detail. He was walking among the people in real life. But now these things are actually happening. You have been deceived from it. You're in total darkness about it. Because you was told something happened 2,000 years ago. You know, and that's the deception that's on the whole world.
Okay. Okay. If I may ask, which proof or book that says Christ already on earth? Where is it? How can we see him? Which country Christ? Which country he is right now? Which country? Which continent? Which state? Which region? I don't know.
He was here in America. In America. Now you got to understand that the Bible talk about David's seed being scattered, right? That's what the scriptures talk about. The holy seed has been scattered all over the world. Have you ever read that in the Bible? Like the scattering of the children of Israel?
You said? I'm hearing you.
I'm asking, have you ever heard of the biblical people being scattered?
Although I don't, because I don't understand. I only believe what they wrote for us.
Okay, all right. So do you believe Africans was taken from Africa?
Africa? Come again?
Do you believe Africans were taken from Africa?
Okay, yeah, I believe that.
Okay, so do you believe the Bible is an African book?
You said? Come again.
Do you believe the Bible is an African book?
Africa book?
Do you believe the Bible, does the Bible come from Africa?
Yeah, but what I believe, what I believe that Bible comes from Israel, from Jerusalem. It was written in Israel, in Hebrew and the Greek.
Everybody believe.
The scriptures come from Ethiopia. Remember, it was in scrolls before it became a book. They stole the scrolls and gave you a book.
And created Jerusalem.
Sorry, I'm hearing what you're saying. I heard you. But according to the Bible, it says that you came from the Israelites, Jews.
Yeah, but Israelites are people. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Jacob is a people. Israel is a people.
Yeah.
So
Jacob.
The Romans put Israel on the map. The people of Israel is in captivity. They put nothing on the map. That's why it's important to understand the Bible. The children of Israel in captivity until the last days. You know, so right now, what we don't understand, this is the crafty council. They put Israel on the map and made you think the Bible come from Israel. That's part of the crafty council, so you will not see the lie.
We gotta understand Israel. We gotta understand Israel was just founded in the 1900s.
I want to ask that Bible, these Holy Scriptures, is it a good one or bad one? Because I've read it. I come across that the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, is a perfect book. Nothing bad in it. It's a holy book.
Well, no, the Bible not even supposed to be in our hands. Yeah, the Bible not supposed to be in our hands. The Bible is a sealed book. That's why it was stolen, you know, and then put in the formation of a book and given to you with a false doctrine. Like before a lot of us read the Bible, especially now, anybody living in now, Jesus was coming to save you before you picked up the Bible. So before you even could pick up the book with a clear mind, Jesus was already coming to save you. So what you gonna go look for in the book? The one that's gonna save you. And when you found them in the book, they had an image for you and they had dates. The image ain't in the Bible, or the dates the dates not in the Bible. So the Bible talk about it. It's a crafted counsel against us. Now the Bible don't give us 2,000 years. The Bible don't give us the images. Who gave us the images to go with the Bible? The crafted counsel, the man.
Okay.
That's deceiving us.
Okay, if I may ask, sorry, if I may ask, did that means the Bible, is it word of God or not?
Well, no, the Bible is the will of God. The Bible is not the word. The Bible will be the will. The Bible tell us what God will do.
Okay, the word the Bible that contain that written word is not made from God. It's from men. It's from man.
Well, no, the Bible is inspired by God. The Bible inspired the men, that seen the vision. The people who seen the vision was inspired by God. So the Bible, yes, is written by man, but the vision is inspired by God. That's why the Bible say, let every man be a liar. See what I'm saying? See, it's not the book.
Thank you for that. Okay, since the Bible is inspired by God, and it was written by men through the God inspiration, and that means the written of the Bible said Christ came in the flesh and died. So what about that in the Bible?
That's what I'm saying. The Bible is explaining what was going to happen at a point in time. So Christ was going to come in the flesh, and the world was going to kill his information. So if the information come from Christ, he was going to be dead to the world. Like right now, Christ is in the earth, but he's dead to the world. Because the information that he's given, people don't realize what it is. That's what the killing of Christ meant. That's why the Bible has to be unsealed and not read. You can they got high schoolers that can read the Bible. They don't understand it, but they can read it. So just because you can read something, that don't mean you have the understanding of it. And then this is why I said earlier, the Bible is a sealed book.
Okay. The Bible, is it like I said before? Is it a correct book? Is it correct? Is it perfect or no or not?
Yes, it's correct. It's like, how would I say it, man? The Bible is like a tool. And sometimes if a child pick up a tool, they'll play with it because they don't know how to use the tool. It's a lot of tools in this world that can work great to finish the job. But if you pick up the tool and you don't know how to use it, you can't finish the job or use the tool. So the Bible is a tool for God's job. And if you can't do the job, you can't use the tool. That's what the Bible is. So yes, the Bible is correct, but the Bible is not used to create man's will. It's God's will. And what man is doing, man is taking the book and doing his will.
Thank you for that. Thank you. You said the Bible is correct. Meaning it's a correct written statement that Christ came and was buried and resurrected and be raised still in the right hand of God. That means the Bible is right that Christ came, he died. Is it true that he will come again in the last days?
Well, no.
The second coming.
Well, no. The Bible says God gonna come back a second time. Right. Just like that, huh?
Yeah. What?
Hey,
Yeah, Brother
y'all
AJ
should-
had
y'all
popped
should-
up.
y'all should have blocked the big dude. Hey, the dude in the comments, he said he was doing a little Yanni. Oh, we still on live on YouTube.
Let's see if we're gonna let us back on first. What?
Is that Magdalene? Verse 10.
Verse 10?
It sound like it.
I know you
was the moderator on here. I should have left it.
It sounds so much like Magdalene in
Will be. What book is it? Is it Jeremiah?
here. Is the Kings?
Because see, what make man, that's why
Oh wait. I got.
Jeremiah and Isaiah is in 2 Kings. The two major prophets in the Bible are both in 2 Kings. Yeah.
So
So 2 Kings is like where the Bible starts, where it actually stops.
you gotta think they wrote this according to what was happening at that
Where put the
time,
keys at?
like symbolic.
Um,
to go?
that's why I really, you got to read that other book and say it get. You know, 2 Kings tell you to get the book
You mind if I do my edges?
of the
Okay, I'm gonna do my edges after. I'll look out for
damn, the king of the era or something like that. Tell you to get. If you want to know more about the kings, because the history is hard to tie a lot of stuff into it. Because like I said, it kind of tells the same story over and over.
It does.
In Chronicles, it tells the same story, but it's slightly different. But it really reads it's the same exact story. So to prove it.
I have to find it, but I remember in the scripture it said something about the month of October, and then it was talking about how the children of Israel got their things back, and these things it was talking about. It was showing them like who house they was under, the different priests. But I don't know if it was literal, but it does make me wonder. It said that they got their things back. I have to find that, and I think it was in
Possession shit.
Exodus. It wasn't. That would make sense that it would be in Exodus.
Yeah.
I feel like I seen that in Exodus. They got their family records back.
30 minutes.
So
We're gonna be leaving in about 20 more minutes, huh?
Yeah, they're finna go to the store real quick. Shit.
What's they gonna do?
I guess they went to the gas station.
Yeah. All right, YouTube.
Peace and blessings.
All right, peace and blessings.
Y'all make sure y'all support the petition to support the mission.
I'm sorry.
I said that.
I look at
Hey, oh, I should.
it.